Makadi mose muri Zimbabwe kusangana zvekare pano pachivhitivhiti chenyu patinokupai nyaya nemalekitesi updates anenge achiitika munyika yeZimbabwe. Right, muri Zimbabwe ndofunga makanzwa nyaya yaChiwenga achitaura nemaparables, nekuti zvizhinji totaura kuti Chiwenga ataura nemaparables kana kuti mariddles, asi zviri kunzi muchiri kuyeuka here kuti mugore ra1978 Chiwenga akapromotwa kuva ZANU-PF High Command as a deputy political commissar. Munozviyeuka here? Munozviyeuka here? Musade kumhanyira kuti anga ari musoja, anga ari chii, anga akazodai so anoziva zvechisoja. Vakatanga nepolitics vakomana ava ana Chiwenga, ndo dzavakatanga nadzo. After vatanga nepolitics kwakubva vazojoina chiuto. Handi munoziva kuti liberation struggle yanga yakasangana vakomana veZipra neveZanla kuti magazi ese aya anga ari kwekwe, mafia rese ranga ari kwekwe, anga ari mapoliticians. Ndobva vazouya vachienda kuarmy, vakadzoka vamwe vachienda kuarmy, vamwe vachiita zvavanoita ipapo ipapo. Saka ndo zviri kubvunzwa kunzi muchiri kurangarira here kuti Chiwenga mugore ra1978 akapromotwa kuva ZANU-PF High Command as a deputy political commissar. So muri Zimbabwe ndofunga vese vanoziva kuti commissariat inoshanda nezvei, mega munobva maziva nyaya yatikuta nezvayo panapa. So ndomamirira zvakaita. So zviri kunzi musavhunduke kana kukanuka nekuda kwekuti Chiwenga ane nyaya dzakataura paakaenda kumasero, paakaenda kunokonekta nevanhu vake kumasales, kumusha kwake kuhwedza. Ndofunga ndo kwakapiwa mharidzo yaRazaro ichifananidzirwa kuna ED kuti Mwari vakazoenda, kana kuti Jesu akazoenda after 4 days Razaro atofa. Mushure mekunge vanhu vaitoti aiwa uyai Jesu, Razaro maybe dai muripo angadai asikafe, but Razaro pacho paakanovigwa akazonoita sei, akazonomutswa zvekare. So nyaya yakanga ichida kutaurwa ipapo yange iri nyaya yeCape 3, yange yakanangana neCape 3 kunzi mimi vanhu presence yenyu mimi kana kuti kuparticipate kwenyu ndo kwaidiwa ipapo, because zviri kunzi vanhu ndo vakazonzi aiwa vakakwatanura dombo, vakakwatanura ibwe, Razaro akabva aita se, akabva abuda. So nyaya iyi inyaya yakanangana neCape 3 according kune vamwe mapolitical analyst, nesuwo tinenge tichiferefeta nyaya idzi tiri kuona kuti nyaya yakananga Cape 3. Cape 3 haisi popular neCape 3 haina vanhu mukati, asi Cape 3 ichazotozoda vanhu kuti tiite se, kuti tinyatsobvumira nazvo kuti tiri kuida here kana hatisi kuida. So ndomamirira zvakaita. Totendai chose nekutera kwenyu pano pachivhitivhiti chakusiya makatera kubva kumakomrades edu pano.
It is not a done deal. A person who's coming from the aspect of saying there's no constitution, to defend. And today he's telling us, yesterday he told us, this Cap 3 is not a done deal. Our constitution cannot be mutilated like this. And yet yesterday there was no constitution, to defend. Today there's a constitution, to defend. Are we reading this in a way that probably we are not understanding where he's coming from and where he's going? Is he being cryptic in his way that he communicates, to us? But that reality will always remain. And there's nothing that can take that reality from the conversation to say, Kuti, a major political player has come out, not once, but several times. But today or yesterday has been a defining moment in the way that he has come out to say, Kuti, this right here is not a done deal. You can never make this a done deal without the participation of the Zimbabwean people. Let's have a conversation on Omari. If you want to say something, just request for the mic and I'll bring you in as a speaker. Signoro, Magadi, Dima Minas, please take the mic. Signoro Muribuera. Right. My sister Ru, do you want to come through?
Hello, Uncle Jet, should you say?
Mushem right.
Right, Nakangoro, fever.
Oh no.
Ah,
In this weather. Oh no.
I know.
Hay fever brings in, high temperatures, and the temperature is up there. Come on now.
Manje chamisa bhatunzirawo mahigh temperature futi.
Saka kungobikwa zvedu hatizo kungokangwa nemafuta edu dzakaita.
Double, double, chaiyo, chaiyo. Do you know what? I've always been a sympathizer of Chamisa. I wasn't like a CCC member or anything like that.
Mhm.
I think I always take the position here, Ekuti. I'm quite young and I've been wanting to learn the dynamic for myself. And for a
Mm,
really long time, I gave Chamisa benefit of the doubt.
mm,
And a lot of the things that he would put out there, I'll be like, no, trying to find an alternative excuse. But we are past now the 90 days, yeah, Cape 3, it passed.
mhm,
Then the parliament vote passed, and in this whole moment he didn't do anything as a way of educating the Zimbabwean people about what the bill is, and it's the fact that the issues that it has to our democracy. He gave statements that were almost to say he said something, but the statements were not necessarily impactful. So that's why you would find that majority of the people criticize and are quite angry with him, because many people, I think, have taken his leadership too personally, where if he does something that is not up to scratch, they're very angry about it and they're very disappointed and people are hurt. And so I observe all of these things. But when you see now where we're at and the statement that has just been made, does the question that I then have is that, okay, does this statement come with clarity and guidance to the Zimbabwean people of, okay, if it's not a done deal, then what? And that is personally where I would be wanting to assess. Is he going to bring something that will bring clarity to this, or is it just a statement that he is making? So I'll just quickly read through. So, not a done deal. Those claiming that Kep 3 is a done deal are either deluding themselves or deliberately attempting to mislead. Deep down, they know that nothing without the citizens is ever final. In any society, nothing can be done for the citizens without the citizens. So here, what exactly is he saying when he's saying nothing can be done without the citizens? Is he then encouraging the citizens to take action, and what action is he going to give? Then that's the hope, right? When you're reading this, then he continues on to say the citizens are the ultimate decision makers. They alone have the authority to endorse, reject, and seal any deal. As things stand, there is no done deal. There is no done deal. In fact, there is no deal at all. Any arrangement that lacks the consent and participation of the citizens remains incomplete and illegitimate. If there is one reality that cannot be ignored, it is this: the citizens are increasingly tired of those who oppress, disregard, and undermine their rights. The only done deal may well be that citizens are done with oppression and are ready to reclaim their voice, their power, and their future. Like, what is this? Like, what is this statement? The statement, it doesn't have the level of leadership that you would expect, that he would be empowering the citizens. He's making a statement against those that are for Keb 3, but what he's not doing is empowering the citizens. He's just reiterating exactly what the citizens have been saying all along. Like, we know this. We know the citizens want to reclaim their voice. We know that, yes, nothing can be done without the citizens. We've been saying this all along throughout this whole period. So then you come after the fact, and then you make a statement that is not really providing the guidance that is required. It, if he this type of statement would have made sense if he added this when Keb 3 came out. Why wasn't this the statement that was released? Like, if I was his communications manager, this is the statement that you release at that time. Because you could say maybe his communications manager is just not giving him the correct advice, right? Maybe right now he's not realizing that the people want to take action. Is he, well, he says it at the end, but in that taking action, they're also looking to those that they look up to give them the guidance to say, okay, guys, these are the actions that we need to take. He's not educating the citizens. If I was to take the position of a comms manager, right? Every post that a person should post should either entertain. The most engaged content is always going to be those that entertain, that those that add value by a way of educating people or giving people new information. Now, if I was to ask you which of those does it go into, well, it's not educating, but what it is doing is it's not informing on anything new. It's not teaching someone something new. It's entertaining. And so then now we will discuss, and many of us will be frustrated because the time spent in curating this, unless he just used chat gpt to say, oh, you know what, like, give me the whole sentiments of what Zimbabweans have been saying all along, and then he just posted it, then okay, we can say, okay, fine, whatever. But if he's taken time to write this, and he is a leader who is also coming back into the field, and he's wanting people to engage with him, this is not the message to send. It's correct in its sentiment, but where we are at right now, people need guidance. And I'll end by saying this. Look, right now, we've got mixed messages amongst us, where some of our brothers in the opposition who are opposing CAB 3 are having the sentiment of saying we need a referendum on this current bill. Then there are those who are saying, no, this whole bill needs to be chucked in the bin. We shouldn't even be promoting the whole idea of a referendum. So now the question that any leader, if they're going to address the people, needs to be addressing, any leader basically needs to say, okay, guys, this is where we're at. This is the current issue. And us as the Zimbabwean people, this is the action that we need to take. Without that, everything else that is going on is absolutely redundant because it doesn't aid to the action that is required in this time. Haisisiri time yekuti tinenge tiita nhoroondo chimboita paivapo sekuru gudo natsuro. Like, this whole thing is like, we now need some sort of
But
education
Ru,
to the people.
are you is your criticism based on his timing?
I think yes. I think
But
that
but but is it the same as irrelevant?
I think it's, for me, the word I would use is redundant, because you can say this now, but
Huh?
Uncle Jed, ndingakuvunza yekuti, okay, now that he's made this statement, then what now?
Okay, let me try and okay, let me try and say this. In the line of thought that I posed in my questions, to you, to say, Kuti, you are saying the timing is wrong, and you are saying that is redundant. But he has made a leadership statement, and that leadership statement, right? Whether it comes before the parliament has voted, or whether it comes before or after the whole process, does it really matter? Because at the end of the day, we are now looking at another stage that is ahead of us, which is the Senate stage. So probably is now saying, "Kuti, we need to do public mobilization, civic pressure, and
No, but Uncle Jed,
probably a
has he
narrative,
said that?
framing that
No,
can
but
still influence, the aspect of legitimacy."
but has he said that? Because
No,
remember, we can only go.
probably, his done deal is no done. The deal is not done. It's probably pointing, to that, because remember, this process is a multi-stage, process. It's not a one-day event. Probably, okay. I do agree with you that he's coming, even though he has been throwing here and there, here and there, here and there, but he has come out specifically addressing what has happened, because the parliamentary vote, some people said it's now a done deal because the parliament has voted, and now he's saying it is not a done deal.
But
Is
people
he
have been
not
saying it.
speaking? Is he not speaking to what is about to come? Probably with his chapati, I saw a video, that was going around. I saw him saying, "Kuti, better late than never." I saw him saying, "Kuti, I was out of the game, but I'm now back." Is it not indicative of probably
Okay,
a new direction?
Uncle Jed, let me ask you a question. How long have you been going on probablys for Chamis?
Probably, can